guys, hope you're doing awesome today. So I'm going to be talking about getting fit again, and then this is going to be specifically about your diet slash getting healthy, eating healthy. So that's something that is super important. Like I said before, my other video, that you can't really just do the fitness part, you have to do the fitness and the healthy eating. And this is something, that's a huge subject, and so I'll just be touching on a few things that I think are really important and just kind of things to really get you started in going that direction. And keep checking back. I will be posting like a link to my blog eventually once I get that up pretty soon, so that I'll actually be putting like recipes and just little tidbits and stuff on there for you guys too, for just continued support and information. So I'm going to start this by saying that, with all the documentaries out there these days about eating healthy and what we make in the US and where our food comes from and everything, I'm hoping that I won't have to convince you that eating healthy is a really good choice. So I will speak to you as though you're somebody that either wants to get more healthy or is recognizing that maybe your eating choices aren't that great, whatever it may be. But I'm not going to really take time to try to convince you that it's a good idea, because I hope that you know that already. Yeah, so eating healthy is definitely a lifetime commitment. It's not something that you would just do to lose weight for a short period of time and then just go back to eating junk food again, because that obviously, hopefully that sounds like it's not going to work, because it won't. You're just going to gain the weight again, most likely. So it's definitely something that, if you really are about being healthy, if you want to be fit, it's going to take some discipline, it's going to take some sacrifices, but just commit yourself to this and you're really going to see huge changes in your life. I guarantee it. Some of you may be thinking, oh my gosh, like eating healthy, that means that I will have to pay so much more money at the grocery store to buy my food for the week or whatever. And honestly, it's not going to cost you that much more. If you're wise about what you're purchasing, you're making sure to use everything in your refrigerator before it expires. Just those types of things are really going to help you to save money. You might have to kind of reevaluate your food budget a little bit at the beginning, but then you'll probably get used to it and realize that it really isn't that much more expensive. And I totally recommend that you try watching some of those documentaries that I mentioned. 3 of them that I've seen that I've really liked are Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead, which is mainly about juicing and cleansing with juice. But there's still a ton of good tips in there, and I really think that juicing really does work for some people if you are wanting to just really cleanse and make your body healthy quickly. It can be a little bit rough on your system, so definitely you need to have medical advice before you would start something like that. But anyway, that's a really good one. Also, Food Inc. is one that I saw that I really liked. It was very broad, overall it wasn't super biased. I liked that. And then Forks Over Knives, I really like that one as well, but it definitely is more biased towards veganism, which isn't a bad thing. Totally everybody should be eating whole foods like they talk about in the movie, but it's just, yeah, just be aware that, it's going to be a little bit extreme, but it still has a lot of good information. And I think that one and maybe Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead are for free on Hulu, so you can check that out, but I definitely recommend watching 1 or 2 of them, maybe all 3 if you can. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the 4 steps that are the same exact things as in the fitness one, just more geared towards the food part, of course. So the first is assessment. Basically just, as you've been watching this, you've probably been thinking about some things and kind of, realizing, oh yeah, I probably do, eat too much, whatever, like unhealthy foods or whatever. Just look at what you're eating. Take just a very critical look at your food, and don't leave anything out, don't cut any corners, don't hide anything from yourself, because it's not going to work in the long run. But if you do need to eat healthier, just keep on watching and let's do that. So unhealthy foods in my book are basically like refined, processed, packaged types of foods, just things that are cheap, that are mass produced, compared to whole foods, which are going to be like whole grains, whole wheat, you know, brown rice, quinoa, just different things like that. And then your vegetables and your fruits. Those are things that, oh my gosh, you guys, we need to eat more vegetables, especially. I mean, fruit, you know, definitely more fruit, but really, really, we need to eat vegetables. So that's something, like, it can be difficult, especially getting over the taste at some points, but you can make things taste really pretty good without, you know, using things that are unhealthy. So, you know, that's, yeah, just kind of look at that too in your diet. One thing that I wanted to mention, it's kind of random, but is, do you feel like food is an addiction for you? I mean, that definitely might be the case with some people, with some of you. I know that I've had that issue before for a short amount of time, but I totally did, where, you know, I just felt this void, like not hunger in me, that I was like, oh, I just need to eat, like, oh, just eating tries, you know, trying to make myself feel better by eating, which doesn't work at all. I mean, I'm sure that if you have that problem, you'll know that it doesn't work. So I would even just like say, hey, like, message me if you think you have that problem. Like, we could totally talk about it, because I 100% believe that you can be free of it and just, you know, move on with your life, because it's not a fun place to be at all, and it's, you know, not obviously going to help your body. Yeah, so if you think about this stuff and you feel like you need a change, then we're going to look at number 2, which is options. You know, basically there's a few different options. I'm not a big proponent of, you know, your basic dieting type of things, you know, like paleo or Atkins or you know, low carb, or, you know, all these kind of things that have been out. You know, they're always just kind of fads, and most of the time the people that I've talked to that are on them haven't really seen huge results, honestly. The biggest changes that I have seen in people are when they cut out, like, the refined foods, like I was talking about, the processed things, the, you know, the white flour, the white sugar, the hydrogenated oils, like that kind of stuff, and you start replacing that with the whole foods, and that's when you're going to see a huge difference. And, you know, obviously it's important to recognize and make sure that you're getting the right amount of calories, not too much, not too little, the right amount of proteins and carbs and fats, all that kind of stuff. And you know, I'll explain in just a second a really good place to do that at. But so that's, you know, that's kind of my main recommendation, is to not necessarily go for a specific diet, just try to eat like whole foods. That's pretty much it. Also limit eating out. If that's something that, you know, you eat out your lunch every day, or you go out to dinner a couple times a week, I mean, you might want to look at that, because honestly that can just really affect your diet. I mean, because, you know, so many places you go, they just give you so much food, and you just, you know, just keep eating because it's there. And so it's just something you need to be careful about. Plus it's going to cost you a lot of, you know, a lot of extra money too. The one thing that I will recommend that might be considered a diet is vegetarianism. And I mean, I am vegetarian, as I've said before. I've been that way all my life though, so I can't really say from, you know, experience that it's better than eating meat. But you know, I have tried eating meat a little bit in the past, and I just wasn't for me. I was fine without it, and I've been fine without it. I think some people that diet works really well for, and other people, maybe they do need more of the meats and stuff. I'm not a big fan of red meat. Oh, that stuff just scares me. But I mean, it's totally up to you. But I mean, I'd say, you know, if you have never really tried like not eating meat for a while, give it a month and just see what happens. You might feel really good, you might not feel good, I don't know. But I mean, it's definitely helpful, because vegetarian foods, if, you know, if they're balanced, if the foods you're getting are balanced, are actually probably in the long run going to be better for you than mainstream you know, meats and stuff. All right, so number 3 would be to make a plan. Once you figured out kind of the route that you want to take, you know, figure out like I was saying, how many calories you need. And the perfect way to do that is by going to this website called MyFitnessPal. They also have apps for your phone, but it is amazing, you guys. I mean, if you are wanting to lose weight, if you're just wanting to make sure that you're getting the, you know, the right balance of meals, you know, like I said, with proteins and carbs and fats and all that kind of stuff, this thing is so awesome, because you just input your information, your weight, your height, your age, all that kind of stuff, and it tells you, like, and you know, how active you are, and then it will tell you, you know, how many calories a day you should be eating. Of course it's not 100% accurate, I'm sure, like nothing is, but it's really helpful. And I can tell you that by doing that, it has just, like, and I don't use it anymore, like I'll just kind of use it once in a while to just kind of get me back on track of recognizing, you know, my meals, like how many calories and stuff I'm actually consuming. And and everything, but it's helped me totally. Like if I just wanted to lose like a couple pounds and, you know, like get some fat off and then like start, you know, building some muscle, it totally works. And I don't even really need to lose weight that much. Some people may say for people like me it might be hard, like unless you quit eating, but really just the limiting of calories and the limiting of foods, I mean, with exercise, like I was saying, and eating the healthy foods versus the unhealthy foods, you're really going to see results quickly. I can guarantee it. And I do want to throw in there as well that if you are starting a, you know, pretty intense diet for you, something, you know, that's different than what you're used to eating, you know, make sure that you cheat once in a while. Just honestly, don't be so hard on yourself that you don't allow yourself to have, like, you know, an ice cream cone like maybe once a week, or, you know, something just little like that. I wouldn't say every day that you should just kind of binge, you know, one meal or something, but just like a little treat, like if you've done well, it will really help you in the long run, and it's not going to really do a lot of damage to your body. Okay, so pretty much that's it. Number 4 is just go for it. Just try it out. Just start going forward, and hopefully you start to see the results, which will help keep you, you know, in that mode. Yeah. So this is, like I said, this is something that's super important to me, and I hope that you try it if you know, you feel like you need a diet change right now. Yeah, so thanks for checking out this video. Keep watching for more. I will be posting more. This one was a day late, so I'm sorry about that. But next week I'll be doing something else. I haven't decided yet what. And like I said before as well, I will be doing a blog eventually, hopefully soon. And so then I'll be able to post some recipes and different things for you guys. But let me know what questions you might have, concerns, experiences, whatever. Let's just talk about it. And yeah, so thanks for watching and have a good day. Bye.